Let's try this again. Anyway, because I didn't actually save at any of these statues, I don't have to create a new file. We will be saving later on, though, of course. Because we will be dying. This will not be a deathless run. It's, like, impossible to do a deathless run. Yeah, we push that down. Anyway, so you guys have seen this before, but get the key. This time we aren't going to screw everything up. Hopefully. See, it's already going better. Also, the code will be different now. I think. Shit. Never mind, we're still losing time. It's one of my least favorite things in speedrunning when you lose like 10 seconds, 20 seconds when you shouldn't lose any time at the very start of the run. You don't want to restart because then nobody's gonna watch if you're just doing a run like this just to showcase the run, but it's like, you know you could be 10 seconds ahead, but whatever. That's life. Anyway, here's the heavy pushy again. E. Our first character of the password is E. I'm not gonna reset again, so don't worry. Yeah, the heavy pushy is such a dumb item. Why is it called heavy pushy? I mean, fair enough, April, but I'm a perfectionist. And also, I restart last run just because I actually didn't have enough money. You need a lot of money. I need 10 rupees after I exit underwater, and I need 30 rupees after I get my sword. Well, 20, technically. Because I'll have spent 10. No, not a pixel of movement, Daniel! Why would you point that out to me? I'm a fool. Anyway, so as I was saying, yeah, bombs are our only weapon for about another 5 minutes or so. Actually, 10 minutes, I don't know. Until the sword save split. So the split after blue candle. Because sword save is when we save before getting the sword. Okay. And because we actually have the heavy pushy, we can go up here and go through these blocks this way, and it is a little bit faster. Grab that key. And now, all items in this game, swords, shields, and presumably candles, they are progressive. So, we do need the mirror shield, and the mirror shield is mandatory to beat the game, so we also need the fighter shield and the magic shield. So we have to pick that up. And we pretty much need the level 4 sword. And red can. I mean, this is 100%, but even in any percent, we'd need those items just because this game is, God. This game. Okay. Want to come a little closer? Thank you. 2 for the price of 1. Okay, that was good. 4 rupees. Now, we really just want as many blue rupee drops from the crabs as possible. We can get 1 from each of them, and that would be amazing. Or we could get none, which is very, very bad. At least the Octoroks behaved. What am I gonna do? I'll try going up here in order to get the other guys to respawn. If they don't respawn, well then... Figures I would have really bad RNG. I'll just try and kill some other enemies if I can. Do that, and I'm actually gonna exit and re-enter, just because we really need the money. And did they respawn? Okay, they did. Actually, I want to test something. Did the crabs respawn? Because that would be much better grinding, because they like to drop 5s. No, they did not respawn. Okay. Come on, just drop one more rupee. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I got a 5 somewhere. He dropped a 5. Okay. I'll take it. So there are Stalfos that can... So we can get a 10 if we're really lucky, which would be really nice, since we need we'll need 20 rupees later on, but for now we've got enough rupees to buy bait. And I actually went the wrong way, because I need to go back and get a key first before I go over here. I always forget to grab this key. So we need bombs in order to get this key. And of course the heavy pushy. Anyway, what was it? E? Yeah, it was E. That's what I thought. So we got a bomb hole here that we need to bomb open. And we need to kill all of these guys. Ooh, that was bad luck. Yeah. It's not too important now, but it's at the very end of the game that we need the password for. The password being the bottom right corner of each of the journals in the game. That was unfortunate. And there are 8 diaries that give parts of the story. You need to put the story in order, and then that order is the order of the characters in the password, and nothing is hinted towards it. You're just presented at the end of the game with, lol, you need a password. So you don't actually need to push those in order to go here, which is dumb. Come on. Okay. Here's a heart container. And so with the candle we can go through dark rooms, like this one. I was told about it, I didn't figure it out. Anyway, so here's a second diary, A. E-A. That'll be easy to remember. Anyway, here's the magic shield. The magic shield gets quite a lot of use. And, why did I go off that? Anyway, now we need to drop down this hole here in order to put a key in this block, because we can't push the, that jar the other way. It's one-way jar only. Come on. Damn it! Only one. Our money is really bad right now. Okay. Oof. So we're gonna get a restock on bombs here. And we need to use our other key in this cave. We just have to walk through this wall. That is not a rupee. Come on, drop a 10. Okay, I'll take a 5. We just need 6 more rupees. So that's good. 5 more rupees. And here's another cave. It's dark. Go through this dark cave. Push some blocks around. And here we are now here. Come on. 2 for the price of 1. None for the price of none. And now we're just gonna go through the water, underneath, through 2 walls. Seems legit. Okay, now we're gonna refill our bombs. This is where we need to use our bait. On this horrible person. You will learn to hate that Guria. And now just 2 Dodongos. Okay, that's really bad. Okay. Okay, we got them both. And that spawns the sword, which we cannot pick up without saving. Make sure you save before picking up the sword. Because, this is where things get real. You need to pick it up so that when you die, you can respawn here. Welcome to the first boss of the game. This guy. Oh my... Okay, that was a massive time save. I did not expect to first try him. Okay, now we need to go pick up our keys that we dropped. We still need 3 more rupees, but we should be able to pick those up. Right here. Okay. That boss, like, that's the cheese method. That boss is ridiculously hard. It took me like 15-20 minutes to beat him my first playthrough. Because, he moves away from you. If you get close to him, he spin attacks, which does like 1.5 hearts. He is a master with that boomerang. He just kills you. Like, I've never done that, like, that was extremely lucky. No. Okay. Now we're just gonna backtrack through some caves, which may or may not be faster than backtracking out the other cave. Okay. So that was the first part of the quest. That was basically the tutorial of this game that we just did. Now is where the quest actually starts. I don't actually need that money right now. So first things first, we're gonna go here, we're gonna buy another bait, and we're gonna buy a potion. Now, you might think, oh, potion, that's really useful. Nope. It doesn't heal health. It only removes curses from bubbles. Which, I mean, it is required, but it's still awful. Also, before I forget, we want this. And we need to go through here. Push the save statue to the right, specifically to the right, to go down here. And now we push this. Make a chest spawn. Jump down here. And here's our first blue key. We'll use that later. I mean, yeah, I should have a lot of gold, simply because, I mean, my practice run, I was kind of looking at my notes, because I didn't have it all memorized. Anyway, in your house is our third password piece. EAT. Eat! Well, that's convenient. Never had it spell anything like that before. And welcome to the garden. Okay, before we do anything in the garden, we're gonna go over here. So we have to use those 2 keys in order to enter the garden. Those 2 keys are basically going to be stuck there for the rest of the game. because there's no way to, we don't really need to use them anymore. Anyway, there's a heart piece in that bush down there. And, now we need to get something on this switch. What do you do? I'm just gonna lose some time. See? There's 3 pixels, indicating that you can push that rock down, and this rock in every direction. Literally pixel hunting. You do that, and it spawns the big bomb bag, which we aren't really going to use that much. Anyway, over here, that's just a pile of Death Knights. The only way to progress past them is to use the enemy spawn order, by killing this one thing repeatedly until they're all dead. Because every time I kill one of these enemies, kill this gel, this gel is the first enemy in the list of enemies, so therefore it spawns it first, and then however many enemies are left, which are Death Knights. If there's only one enemy left, it spawns the gel, and then no Death Knights, because 9 out of 10 enemies are dead on that screen. Okay, so now that we can progress through here without death, we're gonna hope that we don't die again. Because here's another pile of Death Knights. And we actually need... Okay, so here's what you do. You can actually fight the Death Knights, but it's faster to use bait. There are certain spots where the Death Knights can't actually hit you, and you can stand in those and kill them. I did that in my first playthrough. Anyway, now it's time for, if you see my splits, you're wondering what I mean by slide puzzle. What I mean by slide puzzle is a slide puzzle. There. Okay, those 2 are right. That needs to go left one. I'm pretty good with slide puzzles, but still, this is completely inexcusable, because most people hate slide puzzles with a passion. Fortunately, I know the algorithms to solve them fairly good. Actually, this is going very well. Those are all correct. No, something's wrong. What's wrong here? What needs to go below it? That one, okay. That's the problem. Okay, now you have a bigger slide puzzle. Except to throw in a wrench in it. See that X? Oh, that is a bad place for the X. Actually, no, that's a very good swap, because these 4 aren't randomized. So you can't, you can't touch that tile, and actually that means that top right corner is correct, so that was actually very good RNG. So these are just a complete break from the graphical scheme of the game, which is dumb. It's just a complete out-of-nowhere slide puzzle, nothing like any other puzzle in the game. So it's really awful. Okay. Where's that one? There it is. Okay, top row is done. Okay, now where's... It's right here. Okay, now I need this one. Okay, and where's the corner? Is it this? Yeah, it's this. Okay. Okay, now we need to do this row, which is... Trying to figure out where the piece you need is a pain. Oh, okay, there it is in the corner. Okay, and then that one this. Sorry if I'm not talking to chat. I need to focus on this right now. Not really a good time to talk. Okay, is that one right? I think that goes up. Okay, yep. So now I need this piece. Okay. Okay, half of this is done. But it goes here, or here, whatever. That wing right here. Okay, what goes beside it? This one right there. Beside that is... I think it's this? No, that's not right. It's this. Beside this is... Whoa, somebody just posted lots of chat messages. The corner. What goes here? That one. No, not quite yet. What goes beside it? That one there, okay. Last two rows. What goes down here? That one. Oh no, that's correct, okay. Beside it is that one. Below it is this one. No? Yes, okay. Now we need that and... No, that's right. No, that's not right. That's correct. Now we need that, and then these will... Okay! We did the slide puzzle. Now what do we do? I believe... Okay, we got 2 keys. Okay, yeah, now this is what we do. We go down here, and we need to push a pot onto this switch. And we do this. Yeah, slide puzzle algorithms. Yeah, doing it fast is kind of awful. Let's not die. Yeah, it is completely random and out of place. That's why it's horrible and stupid. Okay, so now, we push this. And no, I forgot about going over here first. I forgot about this. Thankfully, I remembered. Here's our third bit of the password. S eats. Now, again, and there's a heart piece back here. Okay, so let's just heal. Okay, so this is where we need the magic medicine. Because we need to get through here. And we need to have our sword in order to slash this to get a key. If you open these chests, eventually if you open every single one of them, you will get 1 rupee. But it's dumb and a meme and lots of text, so... Okay, and we're actually going to save, just in case. Okay, so now we've got eats for the code, which is very easy to remember. I mean, my last one was like 6UP8M3... I don't know, something like that. Anyway, there's a Death Knight, ignore it. Okay. Turn on that. And don't get grabbed by wall masters. Let's just go around all of this. The Death Knight won't one-shot us, but it'll do like 6 hearts, so that's bad. Okay, now this is a dumb part, because, we gotta push this pot into this hole, but we gotta push the pot into the hole from the correct direction. Because according to this spot, the laws of inertia appear. So we actually have to push it down from the top. Otherwise, we won't be able to do this. And now we just murder all the enemies with bombs, because we can't risk using our sword. If you use the sword, we might slash the pot, and that's bad. Okay, well, we got plenty of rupees now. Yeah, it was an ice tile, but why would it... Like, you had to specifically use custom scripting in order to get that to happen. No other Zelda Classic Quest does anything like that, which is why it's dumb. Anyway, we put a lock block in here, and only after we put a key in there can we walk through this wall, push the statue, and go down this hole, allowing us to go down here and get the amulet. Yeah, it's pretty good, Poke God. It's pretty good. Okay. Now we need to... Actually, now, while we're here, before we do anything, we need to go over here. And we need to set up this part for later. We need to turn that twice, and we need to push this block out from behind the pillar. That'll be, that's part of a puzzle later on. So now that we've got a third red key, we're going to use it to get a fourth red key. But first, we need to climb back here again. Where's my shield? And now we're going to do a whole bunch of damage boosting, so I'm going to save beforehand. So you can actually shield with the, or strafe with the shield, which is nice. Oh, God. That sounds awful. Anyway. So here's just a spike maze. Shoutouts to spike mazes. And here's our fifth bit of the puzzle. Eats you! Oh, okay, we really did not want that damage. That's really bad. Okay, this is really, really bad. Here's our level 3 sword, or rather a sword upgrade. Since again, swords are progressive, that damage was really bad. I'm gonna need to heal somehow. So our shield can block those projectiles, but I need one more heart. Oh. Come on. Give me a heart. There we go. So now we're going to use one of our blue keys on that switch, and we're going to come back to it in about 5 minutes. So we're going to do more damage boosting to get back. Okay, we're good. And now we can hopefully get some hearts in these pots. Okay, now, don't get hit by these things, those Stalfos 3s. Okay, here we've got another puzzle, magic puzzle. You just gotta arrange these switches in a very specific way. And now we have a fun block pushing puzzle, surprisingly. So there's a key in that top left block, however the puzzle is getting both keys out, which is actually kind of a puzzle. So now I've got 2 red keys, or rather 4 red keys in total. Okay, this is not good. Okay, we're good. We're alive. Okay, now we go... we need to go grab some of these keys that we used previously, because we're gonna go do some backtracking. It's just lore. It doesn't do anything. Okay, so now we are going the wrong direction. Where do I go? Right, okay, I do that. Okay. We need to go up here again first. And we need to solve this block pushing puzzle, which is done by this one first. There's a heart container we're going to get later on. Anyway, here's a large empty room. Now, before we jump down that pit, we need to go over here and get our 6th part of the password, which is eats up. Okay, this is a hilarious password. And put a key through that wall. I've never seen a... I can't believe the RNG is doing this. That's amazing. Okay, now we jump down here. And there's a part of the password that we can't actually get yet. But we need to put a key here. Ooh, that's bad damage. Anyway, now we need to jump down here and go through this wall. And if I'm not careful, I could die here. And here's our red candle. Apparently I lost time on this split. Oof. Probably because of the grinding. And I also forgot where to go somewhat. I like the constant walls that you have to walk through. And by like, I mean I hate them. Anyway, so yeah, this is the prison. We'll be seeing more of the prison later on. And before I do anything, let's go save. Okay, now here we have another block pushing puzzle. Or a magic puzzle. This game has really 2 types of puzzles. Block pushing puzzles, magic puzzles, and then the absolute garbage. So now we need to get the whiz ropes to fire into these and create an infinite loop. So this is just RNG waiting for the whiz ropes to shoot. Because for these to work, how it works is we need to get all crystal switches activated at the same time by shots of magic. One more, I think we'll do it. Come on! There we go, that'll do it. Okay. Okay, we got through. And so now we just go through that wall again and such. We go through walls a lot. Anyway, here's invisible maze path. This is what we needed the amulet to see. The path through here. Oh yeah, no. Fortunately, we can make a shortcut after we do it once. Anyway, bomb open this wall. You'll get a heart piece. We like heart pieces. And there's a staircase behind that bookshelf. And now we can put our 2nd key in here, so now we can progress to the 3rd floor from that location, which we'll do eventually. But first, there's actually no way back. That wall we walked through was a one-way wall, so we actually have to jump down here. Anyway, so the red candle gives us extra brightness, Anyway, so here's one of my favorite parts of this. You just kind of have to realize that you can just walk on and through this lava here. Oh, shh! I just realized something. I didn't pick up the level 2 sword. Or what sword do I have? Or the level 3 sword. That's a problem. I'll have to go back. Okay, that's a little bit of time loss, but not too big of a problem. It'll mean this is a bit more annoying, but oh well. I will have to go get the missing sword upgrade that I forgot before we get to the next boss, because it's basically a mandatory requirement. But I can combo it after I get the Pegasus shoes. Get that heart piece there, save, minimize the time loss. Anyway, so we actually need to fall down that hole again in order to get a red key and then retrieve our other red key. So you don't actually need to get this key yet, you only need 4 red keys. However, according to my routing, I think it's a little bit faster to do it this way. Anyway, there's a red key in here. We needed to use that other key in order to get this red key. That's a good question, April, when I'm less busy. Anyway, so now we need to go through this lava fall again. Now, your hint for this is that you need to realize that the lava is moving slightly slower, just like the water, the animation. Except that's a dumb hint, because why would you think that touching lava, period, is safe? Go figure. And because I actually don't have a good sword, I'm actually going to take the slightly slower way, but easier. If you burn these Gibdos, they get one-shot by the sword. And they're easier to see. Okay, we're dying. This is bad. Gibdos do 3 hearts of damage. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now that I've got 2 red keys on me, we can go to the 3rd floor, finally. Now, to do that, we just kind of have to go up here. It's where we fell for the slide puzzle, except now that we have the amulet, we can actually see the path. I mean, we could have done it if I had memorized the path, but it's just way easier with the amulet. Now, thing to note, this does cross paths with itself. So you may think, I'm a smart person, I'm just going to cheat. You can't. I don't know how they did it, but you have to follow every single path. Like, you can't skip portions, even though it crosses over itself. Multiple times. So, push that, make a shortcut, and we're gonna save. Or split there, put a key there, and we're gonna save. And how good is my memory? Do you remember that spike maze from earlier? Great. Now you've got to memorize where the spike maze was. I think it's down 1 more, then over 2, up, over 3, down 2, like so. Like that. First we need to go up, over until here, down, over until here, up 2, if you fail this, it's bad, so don't. Yes, this is terrible. Now here's a block pushing puzzle, except see that clock in the corner? You're timed. If you solve this too slow, you get teleported out and you have to redo the maze again. This is like this. Like so. This is actually a really complicated block pushing puzzle. Took me quite a while to figure it out. Anyway, here's the blue mail, which is basically mandatory in order to not die to the final boss. So now we've got to go back. I mean, now you can open your map and take a look at the spike maze, but it's slow, so I've got a picture of it on my screen, and also I've got it mostly memorized. Okay. More then. Okay. And this is why we needed a fourth key. Except we're not quite done yet, because we need to go back. We do this maze a lot, but fortunately, we only have to do it one more part without it already being tracked. Because we need to get our 7th part of the password. So we go... that's bad. This is why I saved. Yeah, it's an interesting puzzle, but it's a pain. Yeah, that's most of this game. Interesting idea, but executed horribly. Here, and now we go up. And now we can go here, and here's our last bit of the puzzle. F, or 7th part, eats up F. Okay, so now that we've gotten eats up F, we need to flip that once, and then leave. So, what do you think will happen if we get grabbed by this Wall Master? Why, of course, it takes us to a part of prison that we had no access to before. So what do we have in here? A blue key. And what do we have in here that we can't see? A switch that we need to make a whiz rope hit. That you can't see unless you burn it with the candle in this one specific spot. Oh. And if you set up the other 2 parts of the puzzle correctly, that puzzle takes place on 2 separate screens besides that one. If you set up both of those correctly, you'll hear a jingle. Which means we did it! Yay! That wasn't cryptic or obscure at all. So yeah, that's only 2 of the 4 magic puzzles in my opinion are good. That's one of the 2 bad ones. Anyway, now that we've done that, we need to backtrack all the way to the top of the maze again. We're not getting the other sword yet. We're getting it after we get the Pegasus boots. Or, sorry, Pegasus slippers, which we're about to go get. So now we gotta go through this again. Fortunately, it's a lot easier and faster once you've gone through it once. You know, I was thinking that sub-hour might be possible. Sub-hour is definitely not possible. There's just way too much left of this game. The ending just takes too long. So now that we've backtracked all the way to the top, and then to the bottom, and then back to the top again, we can go through here. And we get the Pegasus, the hover slippers. These are basically the ladder of this game. And we very much so need them. And, So now we've got to go grab all our keys and backtrack again. thinking about it, it might be faster to purposely fall. I don't know. Anyway, we go through there. Now we can hover over these like so. We gotta grab all of our keys again. Every single key that we've just placed. Buddy's out of my way. Buddy? Whatever, just take the damage. And now we're actually gonna go back through here. And we're gonna drop down here. And we're gonna grab this key again. That we didn't grab earlier, because it would be annoying to grab it earlier. And now we're gonna backtrack some. So now we're gonna go get that sword that I forgot about. Now, because I forgot, I do actually get an extra heart piece, or heart container for the next, for the upcoming boss fight that we're about to go to after this. But, anyway, so the sword upgrade that I just forgot about, and this is why we need the sword upgrade, because we're about to fight a boss, and we need as much firepower as we can. So we don't have to come back here, a third time at least, for that heart piece. Anyway, we really wanted to come here earlier, because the sword that we missed is in the underwater. It's just kind of in this one isolated section, and there it is. So, the password is eats up F, so that's 7 characters, and we're about to go see what our last character is of the password, actually. Yeah, the sword is just kind of there, which is why it's annoying. No real convenient way of getting it, but you absolutely must get it for the third, or for the second boss of the game. There's 3 bosses in this game. And they get worse and worse. So now that we've got 5 blue keys, or 5 red keys, we can just kind of go through this key gauntlet. Also, take note of that blue key there. This is bad, I'm dying. This is really bad, I'm dying. Where's my shield? Avoid the Death Knight! And now we're on the castle top again, for the 4th time. We can put one of our blue keys here, grab a heart container over here. Do that. Let's see what our last... 2! Eats up F2. Okay. And... oh boy. Push the statue, fall all the way to the very bottom. And it's this guy again. Except he's a lot worse. We cannot actually use the same strategy as before because he gains immunities like Dark Link does. See, he just gained fire defense immunity. Now he's immune to fire. And if we tank him, then he'll gain an immunity to our sword. Well, not an immunity per se, but... oh, he hit me with the bubble. That's bad. It's a temporary curse, but it's still bad. Oh, damn it. He got that. Now, if I take damage... he takes damage. Oh, the bubble! So yeah, if I take damage, he's invincible too. Because we share invincibility frames. Or rather, he shares my invincibility frames. Bomb. Come on, gain your bomb defense. Ah! I got hit by the Jinx 3 times! I've never gotten hit by that bubble that many times before. That's really unfortunate. So yeah, This boss sucks. What we want to do is just hit him while he's gaining his immunities and buffs, because he's very vulnerable then. But if the bubble gets in your way, then you're just gonna get screwed. Okay, bomb. Out of my way. Okay, he's dead. Second try, I'll take it. That was very good. Okay, now he's dead, and we get his, fire boomerang. Okay. So now we actually have a boomerang, which is convenient. So now we're gonna go clean up all the overworld stuff that we didn't get. This is when we get... This is normally the first and only time we'd leave the, garden area in this run. Anyway, let's go heal. And save. So the first, no, that's not where we need to go. We need to go this way. So there are 2 blue keys that we need to get. And there's 3 heart containers and the level 4 sword. So we're gonna get all of those here. So here's the first heart container. That's a trick. There is no hammer in this game. You're just supposed to figure out that you can boomerang a heart container. Seems legitimate. Anyway, here's just another invisible path. And now we get the best part of the run. Are you ready for the best part? Okay, I'll see you guys in 30 seconds. So how was your guys' day? My day's been pretty good. Do you get what I'm doing? Does the chat understand? If you don't, this room has a clock. And what happens if you, wait out a clock? You get teleported, and this is the only way to this screen. Kill all the enemies. Now, if we had a way to kill enemies when we get the bomb bag, then we'd do this then, but we don't have a way to kill these guys then. So we have to come back for it, and we get a blue key. That sure was a fun puzzle. Anyway, that's it for the Taiga. So I just have 1 heart container and the level 4 sword. But first, we're gonna go buy another potion. Fortunately, this one is pretty free, because you get a lot of money before you need this one. A lot of money. Damage, please. Actually, no, this is where I want to go. We want to drop down this hole. I don't know, it's just a slightly faster way, maybe? We need to get to where we got the level 1 sword. Which was through here. Fortunately, we don't have to fight another horrible boss again. Although this time we'd kick his butt if he just was his level 1 state. Anyway, there's a heart container. Pardon me, a heart container. And here we have the mountains. Or rather, one screen of mountains, because there's only one screen of mountains in the game. You just need to boomerang that sword upgrade, even though it really doesn't look like you can. Yeah, that's it. There's no other mountains in the game. It looks like if you had other items, you could go further, but you can't, because those items don't exist. So that's fun. So anyway, do you all remember that blue key by that switch behind those blocks? When I was climbing that stair gauntlet that I pointed out, I specifically pointed out that blue key. Well, fun fact, it's actually impossible to hit that crystal switch, because what you do instead is you have to realize that that key is sitting right beside a window. So you hookshot it through the window, through a different screen! And where am I going? Yes, I am going up. I need the mirror shield. Bad! That's what this game is! Bad! It's got obscure logic puzzles. Anyway, now we just kind of go through this wall, as you do. And, don't die to the Death Nut Brigade, who just barely blocked that one with my shield. Anyway, here's some mirror robes. Don't mind them, they're family. Ow. Mirror shield! So we could kill these guys, but we don't really need to. See, we killed one of them, because he was in my way. We just need to go retrieve our keys. Okay, now I think I want to retrieve that key. And now we actually need to leave because now that we've got the mirror... No, I almost did something bad. First we need to take a visit to the left and we need to set up this room. So that needs to go turn twice, that needs to turn twice, and that needs to turn once. Set it up like that because we need to do another magic room. The last magic puzzle of the game. Let's actually save, just in case. Ow. And we need a red key, so we need to take one of those. That's just the closest. Do some backtracking, jump down here. And let's just grab this heart container while we're in the area. Because the part where we need to actually backtrack to is down that one pit we keep falling down through here. Because if you were paying attention, you'll have seen magic switches. This is where that takes you. So now we need to break that pot and then hold the mirror shield in this one specific position and go up a little so that bounces off our mirror shield. How you're supposed to figure that out, I don't know. Anyway, now we need to just leave this place. And we actually, while we're down here, we need to go retrieve that one blue key that we left down here. We couldn't retrieve it until we had the Pegasus slippers or hover whatevers. But now that we have it, we can go get it, because we need all 5 blue keys. Like, yes, if you sit down and think about some of these puzzles, you could probably figure out most of them. But the problem is, half of them require you to just go through a walk through a wall and crap like that. Anyway, with the hover slippers, we can also jump down this hole and get the last heart container. We now have 100% of items. Well, aside from the boss key, which we're about to go get. Ow. So pretty much this, it's just the final boss. Which, oh boy. That's not gonna end well. Pretty much guarantee that. First, however, we do need to go grab that one red key that we deposited. Phooey! Okay, that was on me for trying to go fast. Okay. So we need to use every single key in the game, all the red keys and all the blue keys, in order to get the boss key. Oh boy. Fortunately, that's the last time we have to go up and down that tower. Another thing that really just annoys me is the amount of tedium we have to do climbing this tower up and down all the time. It's just boring. Anyway, I did not want to take damage there, but whatever. Because here we have a bit of a boss rush, and by boss rush I mean just a Death Knight and a Patra. Okay, this is a bad situation to be in. Okay, it's dead. And now we use all of our last blue keys, and we get the boss key! And we actually need a key. Still, we need one of the blue keys. The other blue keys can stay there, though. Because we need to open this door. And now it's time to input the password. Except the order we got the letters in isn't the order they need to be in. So that's what the numbers are. Oh yeah, first just strafe through this with your mirror shield. Okay, so the password was eats up F2. So E where's T? Eats up F2. Oh boy, and now it's time for the final boss, which I'm not ready for the final boss. It's an amazing work of scripting. It's just literally impossible. So I'm not going to be talking or reading the chat at all. I need to completely focus. I need to keep so there's 4 heads. Each head has its own different type of breath attack that it does. We're doing Ice Head first. We're killing this head because it's the most annoying head. When you kill the heads still roam around free. Okay, this was good RNG. The block was on a good side. The bomb got in my way. Got that hard though. Okay. Now we're gonna try and go for green head first. Or next, because his bubbles can be a pain, and also because we don't want to have to deal with him while we're doing any of the others. Okay, fortunately the fire got in my way. It's good. Fire is a defense against ice. Come on. No, I do not want to do Firehead right now. That's bad. Come on, green. Open up. Yeah, he still hit me. Oh, Firehead keeps covering for him. Firehead is the worst head. It really is spammy. This is bad RNG. Whatever, as long as we don't die, then it's fine. Okay. If I could have turned around and... I can use my candle to block his ice, but that's, like, impossible to do. Okay, we got green. This is a bad run. Now I gotta find the walkable water, all while stunning Ice Head so that he doesn't snipe me. Okay. I'm really damaged. This is not good. There's the potion. Any hearts? No. Hearts can fall, but it's RNG, and that's why it sucks. Oh, half dead already. This is really bad. We're gonna die. Okay, now we're gonna go for Firehead next. Okay, that was really good, though. He was weak from the previous round. They do heal a little bit between rounds, but not that much. Okay, now we gotta get through this alive. And the heads really like to get in your way. Oh, God. Fire does the most damage. Yeah, and they can hit you during that cutscene where you can't see anything. We're dead, basically. Oh. Okay, Fire Boomerang is a lesser defense, but it's something. Oh yeah, and the hearts despawn. And there's crap falling you from the ceiling. And Ice Head won't stop firing. Okay, we hit him. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna survive. I'm definitely dead. Okay, we gotta keep all the other ones stunned. Oh, no, fire, no. Okay, fire's fine as long as... Okay, this is bad. That's what I mean by ice, or your candle can stop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whatever, just die. It's done. We're done. We can't... We need at least half our health. We need at least half our health for the final phase. Because it's not done once you kill all 4 heads. There's a 5th phase. And we need at least half our health for that, because it's the worst one. Really? Ice Head? There we go. Ice Head it has, like, the fastest to fire. We go for him first because he's really awful. He just snipes you from anywhere. He's got unlimited range, unlike the others, so he's really, really deadly. Leaving Ice Head alive. Since when they're on the dragon, you can't stun them. When they're just loose heads, you can stun them with your sword or Fire Boomerang. So that's why we have to do it like this. Okay, this is a... heart there. There's my potion. Nothing else. Why did I hit red? I don't want to hit red. I want to hit green. Can't get to green from here. Yes, green behaved. Okay, this is going much better. right. Stun the heads. Oh, it's still all the way on the right. Just tank the damage. All the pots. The pots at least don't do much. Couldn't get to him fast enough. 2 1/4, that's okay. I'm holding the candle just so I can see through... Okay, I shifted the wrong way. Just so I can see through, purple's dark. Yeah, you're about to fire. I couldn't get my candle up in time. Am I fine? I'm fine, I'm fine. Okay. Red actually saved me from blue. One more hit on red. Oh, you're gonna... Okay. If they gave me a potion, then that would be okay. Okay, that was okay. Lucky to be stun blue. Blue is the worst. Well, one of the worst. No hearts. Oh, that's... Heart drops are RNG in this phase. I missed. Okay. It's good. Half health. That's not good. But it'll have to do. It took me like 3 hours to beat this boss. 3 or 4 hours to beat this boss on my first try. Just because it's ridiculous. One more hit. Come on. Yes, okay. Now we're gonna use the potion because purple's is the worst trial. So we're just gonna use the potion because it's dark and there's spikes everywhere. So we're just gonna use the potion so we can hit them right away without having to push the switch. Come on, purple, open your head. Yes, okay. That was a very good purple. Unfortunately, that means we don't get hearts if we don't push the block. And now the fight really begins. Got these sword jinxes. And every head firing at you, at least you get hearts consistently during this phase, but it's complete mayhem. Hearts. Whatever you do, don't get hit by the sword jinx. That's basically death. Although hitting him does like 2 hearts of damage, so that's also bad. Okay, okay, well... Oh, God. The heart despawned, no! Heart, I want that heart. I can't get that heart. I'm dead. I need that. If there wasn't stuff falling at you on you from the ceiling, it might be a bit more reasonable. Is he? There he is. One more hit. Yes! God. That was that second try? And now we just have ending dialogue, and, oh my god. That was rough, but I can't complain, because that went way better than it did in practice. Oh man. Only 2 deaths. That's amazing. That's by far the best I've ever done of this. And now we get the full story, including some extra bits. And then it just boots you to the title screen. Ay ay ay.